What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room. And yes, we got one here. And it's crazy to me that people are playing these childish pranks nowadays. And definitely you know, with people being on dates and stuff like that. So apparently this situation here, this young lady goes out on a date, first date, I think it is, and her friends decided to, pop up at the spot. Now, she didn't even know that they was, going to pop up there. And pretty much, these these bats out here decide to play a prank. And yeah, of course, it don't go quite that well. And then they post it on the internet and gets all, and of course they get, crazy feedback, which they should. It's crazy to me. But let's go here now. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
Is going to the same bar that your friend is having a date on to go spy. Because why not?
Why not?
It's Friday night. We ain't got shit.
3 shots in, 2 drinks in, a couple of free drinks in.
Right. Why not? At this point, like, we might as well go check up on you, girl. Like, how you been? You look so good. Right.
See, that's the first problem right there. These bats ain't got shit to do. Why are they not out on a date? Why are they not out on a date somewhere doing something constructive with a man?
We'll check in Sunday. So go to the bar. Okay, just go to the bar. Don't look around at all.
Don't look around at all. When we get to the bar, lay eyes. Lay eyes. Okay. So good. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Oh, okay. What did you say? No, we're going to the bar. Yes, thank you. Does not hurt? She has to be upstairs then.
Yeah.
Hopefully the restroom's upstairs.
Not good.
Where is she? We don't see her, but we think she's upstairs. So there's 3 floors, and we're moving up to the 2nd floor now, so.
I can't do this.
Yes, you can. I can get it together. Okay. Oh, this is a vibe. No one's down here. Okay, cool. Okay. They're on the 3rd floor. All right, you ready, bitch? Game face. It wasn't me. Come in. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Oh, I'm black.
Now, keep in mind, too, these almost 30-year-old women are 30-year-old women out here now. These ain't no young chicks, okay? Out here playing these games.
Okay, we just had the most genius idea. To up the stakes, we're going to send her a drink and say somebody sent you a drink. Not the bartender say somebody sent you a drink. Not the man, not the girl. They say you look so good tonight, they got to get you a drink. Okay, you got it. Okay, maybe just somebody sent you a drink. They're sending the drink over right now. This is Burn 75. Okay.
So y'all, I didn't know that the girls was there until like after the drink landed at the table. And so boy, like, oh, dude get real trying to get straight. And he's looking around trying to figure out who's in the drink. He's like, oh, niggas think I'm sneaking.
I mean, let's just keep this real right here. You're sitting at a table on technically your first date, and somebody sends the lady that you're sitting with a drink. Of course, you're wondering who's watching you. You don't know who's watching who. And as a man, and see, this is how I know women don't actually understand how men think out here. They don't understand this shit.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
They don't understand that shit. In our mind, it doesn't work the same way it works in theirs. We're looking around like, who the fuck is watching me? What's going on here? What type of setup this is? Somebody anonymously sending her a drink, so she knows somebody in here and things like that. And obviously it's a guy, because ain't no chick sending no drink, because he ain't suspecting the friends to be doing no dumbass shit like that. Okay. So he's on alert right now. See, that's the problem. She's sitting around here where he get all this and that, and he get hold on, what she say? Hold on. What she say he got?
And so, y'all, I didn't know that the girls was there until like after the drink landed at the table. And so, boy, like, oh, you get real touchy. And he's looking around trying to figure out who's in the drink.
Right. He looking around. He wondering who watching him. He wondering who watching him that he don't know. And see, a lot of women don't understand about men in protection in the way that we work with our, instincts and our protection level. Yes, he's trying to figure out who the fuck watching him and what nigga is sending her a drink and what this nigga got planned. If he one of them sour ass niggas that's mad and trying to set us up or whatever, it's a lot that go through a man's mind when something like that happens out the blue. You're on the first date with a chick and this chick get a drink sent to her table at the bar. Come on, dude. Like, ladies and gentlemen, come on, people. No. Now he on alert as he's supposed to be.
Like, oh, niggas think I'm sweet. So eventually he left. He was like, it was that dude that was at the bar. Like, you can't trust somebody that pull up to the lounge in a blazer. So he did not know. He didn't know. Keep the niggas on their toes. On their motherfucking toes.
On their toes. Yeah, you out here playing games, keeping Negroes on their toes, and you barely got him locked down. That's ridiculous out here. All right, so we're going to keep going here. And yeah, we're going to see what a few people had to say about this situation, because this is crazy out here, man. Keep him on his toes. Okay, so we're going to see what this young lady had to say about the situation scenario. Let's go here now.
Ladies, your friends will keep you single. Well, I just came across this video. So this girl, she went on a date and her friends thought it was a good idea to spy on her. Not only spy on her, but send drinks to her table. They sent the drink to her table, made it look like another man sent the drink to the table for her. And then they posted it on TikTok. Later on, the guy found out what was happening, that was the girl's friends. Now, it's one thing to send a drink to the table and make it seem like another guy was sending a drink, keep a guy on his toes or whatever. That's one thing. But it's another thing to post it on TikTok. Come on now. Everybody is on TikTok.
What is she talking? See, sound like she agreeing with this crap. No, ma'am. You don't keep a guy on his toes. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means it sounds like you have games that you want to play around here. You and your friends. Like I just previously said, that's an alarming situation. When a man's sitting there at it, whatever, just take this scenario face value. When he's sitting there, his date gets sent a drink. They're on their first date. He don't know who watching him. Men don't like to be uncomfortable like that when, saying whoever, she may know this dude. I don't know this dude. I don't know what's on his mind. I don't know y'all history. None of that shit. And see, these are the problems that I keep saying that women don't understand because they don't think like us when it comes down to protection and being able to make sure that, I get you home safe and stuff like that after the date and all these other types of things. They think this shit is funny. Keep a guy on his toes. Yeah, you're going to keep a guy on his, you're going to lose him too for setting off alarms when it's not needed to be.
You didn't think he was going to see that? 9 times out of 10, he was going to see that. So yeah, now he knows that it was her friends that sent the drink to the table.
Okay.
Not pee at all. Very corny. If you're
okay, well, maybe I was wrong. So she's saying it's corny.
going to do something like that, can't post it on TikTok. Because like I said, it's one thing for him to think, oh, somebody else wants my girl. This is some friendly competition. But it's another thing to get on TikTok and find out that her friends sent the drink.
No, that's not friendly competition. I don't understand how these women think that that's friendly competition when when you're sitting there as a man and you're thinking somebody's watching you and you don't know who the fuck it is. That's friendly competition. No, that's not friendly competition. That's just too many damn games. That's just too many damn games being played. All right, so we're gonna keep this thing going here because guess what? Of course, there's more. Here we go. Let's see what she has to say about the situation.
Okay, I'm late to the party, very late to the party. But earlier,
Sure
I
you
saw
are.
a TikTok of this man saying that his homeboy went on a date with a girl, and the two friends popped up at the date, sending drinks. Like he felt like they was doing too much, and kind of making fun and laughing at the guy. Like, so everybody's like, where the video? Where the video? Where the video? I guess she had deleted it, re-uploaded it, but she re-uploaded it without the guy's face, right?
Okay, so apparently at first, that's what I heard allegedly, that at first she did upload the video with dude's face in it. And then, the footage that I just showed you guys, of course, it didn't have his face.
So I did some investigating because, of course, you be taking it
I
from a
bet.
man's perspective. You're like, damn, what did these bitches do? Did they come up there, make a big scene, rah, rah, rah? Like, did they really interrupt the date, And I didn't see the original. I went and saw the re-uploaded version without the guy's face in it. And you could tell they was toasted. They was lit. So I will give them some grace. I don't think how do I want to say this? I don't think it was as bad as the guy was making it seem, because I thought like they had went over there, because that has happened before. Like, they supposed to be looking out for you as your homegirls, but they going over there making shit awkward. I do think the drink was a little much. It's a little much, but I don't think it would have been as bad had it not been put on TikTok and social media.
Man, the whole scenario bad.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
What is she talking about? Now, it wouldn't have been as bad if it hadn't been posted. No, it still was bad. You don't do that shit whether you're going to post it on the internet or not. Especially these women, these women right here are close to 30 or in their 30s, allegedly here. They're not supposed to be even thinking about playing these type of silly ass games. Women 20 years ago, even 30 years ago, that were turning 30, they were not playing these types of silly games with their friends, dates, and all this other type. They weren't playing these silly games. I don't know. The maturity level of women has seemed to gone down, because this is ridiculous here. You're putting this man on alert for a situation that's not, he don't even need to be on, technically he don't need to be on alert for, because he's trying to figure out what dude is watching him that he don't know. And women tend to think that that's play. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That does matter. You know what I'm saying? This dude could follow him to his car, figure out what car he drive, tag number. He don't know what's going on. And y'all don't think about shit like that. Because men, we as protectors, we think about shit like that, scenarios like that. Man, this is wild. No, that's highly disrespectful. This whole scenario is highly disrespectful and things like that. It's crazy.
Because one thing about TikTok, you put that shit on, you just have to assume people gonna find it. So I can understand as a man how that would feel. Like, okay, I'm taking shorty on a date, I really like her, and then I don't know, it felt a little childish. But with that being said, I don't think that they were doing that much for it to be like, oh, calling them corny, all that type of stuff. Like,
bullshit. So is it childish or is it not? Hold on.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Hold on.
You old fish-eyed fool.
So is it childish or not, or it's not childish? Or they wasn't doing that much? What do you mean? Pick a side, pick a lane. That's what I keep saying. Man, pick a lane. This is childish.
they were just overexcited for their homegirl. But if you are going to,
why they didn't have a date? Why weren't they somewhere with a man trying to skin and grin in his face? Possibly get some bills paid.
to be there at the bar, looking out for your homegirl, make sure she's cool. Like, just play it cool. Oh, just play it cool. Because I just feel like now, if I was the man, I could understand if he didn't want to talk to her anymore. Because he's like, that was just a bit much. Especially, I don't know if that was the first date, but that would have been much. And then also the fear of like, damn, I'm being put out on social media. Like, I didn't sign up for that. If y'all saw both of the videos, y'all let me know if y'all feel like
Okay, so you know what I'm saying? She going on that side. Listen, look, man, we're gonna keep going because we got to hear from the gentleman that's allegedly that's some kin to the gentleman that's on the date. This is wild right here. Let's go here now.
you know, this past weekend I witnessed some corny shit. So my brother decided to take this young lady out, you know, on a date, and you know, he saw value in trying to build that relationship. He took the young lady out on a date. You know, everything's going good, but unknowing to him, the young lady's friends was at the bar recording the date. They was recording the date. They was, you know, sending drinks to the table to the young lady as if it was a man sending drinks to the table. Just really disrespecting my homie. And just recording and making jokes throughout the date. We later find that they posted this video on TikTok. And I just want to say that it's corny, it's childish. You know, we grown, man. You know, we 30, 31, and you know, niggas is really trying to be intentional. But when you do shit like that and you're corny like that, it makes it hard for us to take women serious. It makes it hard, man. I mean, that's really truly corny and childish, man. And it's one of those situations where it's like, what's the point? What's the point, man? When women is doing shit like that, it's corny, man. So I'm asking y'all to just stop that. If that's a trend that y'all trying to start, please stop that shit, because it's the corniest shit in the world, man. It's corny.
Listen, look, and this is the thing right here. But first, shout out to him. This is the thing here, though. And yes, highly, very corny. But see, though, this is the problem right here. In today's society, some women tend to think that men are their toys or their playthings and things to laugh at and not take serious. And, you know, in this particular situation right here, scenario, whatever you want to call it, it's a huge laughter fest. It's just something to make fun of. And y'all saw in the first video, that's at the end of the first video, where the girl that was actually on the date came on and she was talking about how he was, you know, up in arms and he was alert. Basically, he was alert. You know, she described it a different way, but I'm gonna tell you what it really is. He was alert at that point. You know, they're on their first date. She gets a drink sent to the table, you know, out the blue, and they say it's from some guy and stuff like that that's in the room. They don't say who it is, where he's at, things like that. This man is on alert now at this point, like, who's watching me with her? Obviously, she may know this guy already, you know, or if or whatever the conversation breaks down to, she may not know him. But the thing of this is, he's still looking like, okay, who is actually watching me at this point? Because, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what's going on, man. No. And yeah, I definitely agree with this brother here, man. This is a whole scenario that women don't need to start. Women are already in hot water out here with men. I'm just being honest with you. They are already in hot water. And to play these silly ass games at almost 30 years old and 30 something, Jesus Christ, you know, you're not 15. This is ridiculous. And then somebody's supposed to marry. Hold on. I got it. Hold on. Because I got to show it. I got to show it. Hold on real quick. Yes. And somebody's supposed to marry this.
And what the French toast is there to think
Somebody's supposed to marry this, pledge allegiance and take care of this and die. And, you know, if you don't die immediately from protection, you're going to die a slow death of, you know, working hard to provide for this. Somebody's it all they want to do is play games. This is crazy out here, man. This is crazy, man. And y'all, wow. Hold on. Yeah, that was okay. That was the end of that one. Let's keep going here because we got the tail end of the situation. We got the three bats saying what's going on in here, you know, and how they was, you know, feeling about the comments and every other little thing. Let's go here now. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
Okay.
Y'all.
I have seen the videos.
We've
and I
seen
would
the
just like to
videos.
say, the first thing I want to say is my friends are not the reason I'm single. I'm single because of me.
Oh, we definitely know that. We definitely know that.
As y'all see, we are still together, always together. My friends talk about stuff. They're haters, all this. The motion don't stop. Please.
Come on now, y'all.
I would like to say I did apologize to him for his face being in that video before y'all made all y'all think pieces. The person who's in the video, we already talked, we already handled it, and here y'all are boo-hoo crying. The girls are mad.
Like you in the video. What you mad about?
What? Right.
Shut your deep voice having ass up out here.
So what the French toast is gonna think about?
Jesus, this is sad. Talking about she talked to the dude. Yeah, she probably did talk to the dude, maybe apologize, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I guarantee you, though, he gonna deal with her with a long handle spoon from now on if he do decide to keep dealing with her. She not finna get the dude that she would have got if her friends hadn't pulled this silly ass prank. She will not get the dude or the man that she would have got if her friends hadn't pulled this prank and posted it on the internet. This shit went viral. She's not going to get that man. He was in a whole different mind space before these two bats showed up to the club and sent her a drink, talking about keeping him on his toes and shit. I guarantee you, she is not finna get that dude. At the end of the day, though, she finna get something else. And by the end of it, if he continue to keep dealing with her, if he want to, whatever, and they keep dealing with each other, by the end of it, it ain't gonna be what she would have got in the first place. I guarantee you that.
And the actual act of my friend showing up and sending a drink, I mean, are y'all like so insecure that somebody send a drink, you're going to cry about it?
I ain't got no friends.
Y'all ain't got no friends. Y'all ain't got no real friends.
Oh,
Shit,
brother.
God-
Tiny violin.
God forbid he want to get her a little turn.
Right.
God forbid we do a little joke.
Literally, God forbid a girl wants to laugh.
Oh, goodness.
At 30 years old, do y'all got bills to pay? Because them bills ain't laughing. Do y'all got any structure? Come on, man.
The person I have to apologize to is him, and everybody else, I really don't care.
Kiss
Exactly.
my black ass.
And we deleted the video because I took full accountability for that. I was like, you know what? I shouldn't have posted him with his face in it. The video was fine. Like, I don't know what y'all don't understand. The video was hilarious.
Harmless.
It was cute. It was harmless. It was jokey. Posting him was completely incorrect, and that was all my bad. And I have no problem taking it down. I have no problem admitting to that. So, like, what is the problem? What is y'all issue?
How was you cool?
They're not.
How was you
But we
cool?
just saw Sinners, and Sinners was good.
Like
y'all.
that.
It was so
Okay. That's the end of that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, look. Yeah, that's wild. Sorry.
So what the French toast is gonna think about?
No. And I did it this way because it has to be shown that at the end of the day, you know, these are allegedly like 30-something-year-old women almost and things like that. This is crazy for women to be trying to play these type of games and stuff like that at those ages. This makes no sense. And it's sad to see that this is what's coming down in the dating pool and things like that. And, you know, they're playing these type of games and stuff like that. And, and relationships are already, you know, kind of sucky out here. Man, it's wild, though. It's wild. But this is what they had out here, man. Listen, look, shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say, oh, my bad, wrong one. Sorry, here we go.
And that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line. Crazy, man. These hoes out here, wow.